Hi guys, I am Nu-Trix the Synth Guy. Today I will talk about one of my favorite drum machine of all time, the TR-8. I did test out the TR-08 and TR-09. They really are nice devices, they sound good, but my fingers are too big to turn the knobs in real time. So if I want to drop a sound, I can't drop a sound in real time because it's going to be like So maybe I've got big fingers, whatever, but it's not the right device for me for live performance. This is. I had, over my 20-some years of experience in music, more than 10 drum machines. I had the DR220, I had the DR550, I had a Yamaha, I don't remember which one was it. I had Tum from Sequential Circuit and others, just to see. Today I have 3 of them. I've got the TR-8, I've got the Volcabeats, which is really cool because it's portable and it's analog, at least half of it. And I've got this little really cool, I would say, Kraftwerk type of drum machine from Teenage Engineering, what they call the Pocket Operator. This is the OP12, just a beatbox. Really cool, very simple. I'll do a video on this later on. Today I'll talk about the TR-8 because this thing is a beast. It is very powerful, and like every Roland device, there's a lot of hidden features there. So come with me, we'll go through it. First, the layout of this thing. This thing is really well laid out. You know, the build of this is really good. This is metal front, plastic sides, and the back. So the front is really well laid out, and the space between every knobs and fader give you the control that you need to control everything. You've got 13 different sounds: bass drum, snare, low tom, mid tom, high tom, rim shot, hand clap, close hi-hat, open hi-hat, crash cymbal, and ride cymbals. All of these come from different models of drum machine from Roland. Of course, by default, the original TR-8 is aimed to recreate the 808 and 909, but if you bought the expansion, which provide new sounds from the 727 and the 606, so for each of these sounds you've got control over decay and tuning. The bass drum and the snare drum also have a snappy, they call, for the snare, and a compression for the snare, and you've got attack on the bass drum with compression from the bass drum. You've got a list on the top of reverb and delay, so effects and external in, which is really interesting because you can send sound into the TR-8. You also have accent like the original 909 or 808. Of course, you've got all the buttons to play the sounds. Now these are good, but they're not cool if you want to play live because they're really plastic. But for programming, it's really good. And you've got controls on the sides to play around, going from record mode into pattern select mode into instrument play, record instrument, instrument sounds, kit, and all these control that scales, last step, and all that. And then you've got the tempo over here. Now I've got a weird graphic here. It's because this is synced to my mixer, which is the master controller. At the top you've got the scatter, which is a weird effect you can use to create different type of time delay, disturbance into the sound. Let's play this right away. Go. This is really cool. The scatter could be really interesting, but use it too much and it sounds weird. The other thing that is really cool about the TR-8 is the fact that you've got a mixer. You can really mix in real time. It was built for live performance. You can really see whatever you're doing. The only thing that you don't have right in front of you is the pan. And I will explain in other videos how to get into the pan and pan everything left to right. But the only thing that's missing from the front panel is the pan. Let's go into the instruments for now. If I'm in bass drum, I'll put everything down so I only hear that sound. So I only have the bass drum. I can play with the decay, bring the volume down. I can tune it, attack, and I can switch to another sound. So this is purple is for 808, 909, a extended 808 sound. Then I get into the 727 percussion, the variation on the 909 and the 606. So you go into snare. I got reverb. Get rid of the reverb for now. You can play with the snappy, the tuning, or the decay. I keep this one, okay? And you see this one, they use the purple, which is the modified version of the 808 toms. It's a noisy 808, so you can actually mix and match a kick from the 909, a snare from 808, a toms from 606, whatever you want. So you can really mix and match all of these, and you save this as a kit. These are the best recreation of 808, 909, 606, 707, 727 sounds. I mean, they've been made by Roland, so they're mimicking their own stuff. Really efficient. One of the reasons that the TR-8 is so cool is also the fact that it has reverb and delay. And these two are really, really powerful. They sound great. The reverb, of course, sounds very lush and wide. Well, if you press reverb and you're in instrument mode, you have a list of different reverbs that you can pick from. You've got the first one, which is, let's turn it on. Let's listen to this. Okay. If you want to see where it is on time, it's actually here and here, just here. Okay, perfect. You get that, the length by the gate, the time here. So you get time, gate, and level. If you go into instrument again, we're in step mode. You can select different ones. Now we get into 4-1, the gate becomes interesting. The gate kind of filters out sounds. So it becomes there's a long sound, but with gate 0, so it filters out. And the 5, you hear it close. Really interesting. 6 is more like a weird effect. The 6 is like ringing. 7. And 8. So you've got 8 different types of reverb. Same thing for a delay. If you go into delay, let's bring this down, bring the delay back up. Delay. Let's see if we have any delay on the sound. Let's put it here. Here, sorry. Oh, one cool thing about this. One hidden feature of the TR-8 is the fact that you can assign the delay and reverb to only one sound if you want to. That's a cool thing. If you listen to that delay, it's really smooth. There's no glitch. I can even go into feedback. delay really smooth. Now if you want to change different type of delay, you go into instrument, because you're in step, you bring the feedback down a little bit, and if I press play, I've got a choice of kind of a normal mono, digital delay, stereo tape delay, mono tape delay, stereo ping pong, reverse, another type of reverse with stereo, and then you get into weird stuff, just like almost like chorus or flanging chorus, and the last one is more like, last one almost sounds like distortion. Now just a note on this, if you want to record the reverb and delay, they only come out of the stereo mix. External in is 2 inputs, so it can be a stereo in, or it can be 2 mono inputs, so depending on how you set it up, which I'm going to explain in another video of this series. I also want to talk about the scatter, which scatter is kind of a weird thing. It controls the tempo. Bring this down. If I go, it can be really weird and out of sync if you want to force it this way. It's really cool for creating these weird loops and beats out of it. That's the TR-8 for me. I really love this box. It's a really cool, efficient drum machine. I hope I actually gave you a couple of nice tips. If you want more information, Roland has a lot of videos on how to use a TR-8 on their website, and I'll put the links down in the description. Now, really is a cool device. I personally believe if I had to choose between the TR-8, TR-08, and TR-09 today, I would still go for the 8. Just because it is a device that you want to play with. It's made to do performance. The latest version of this also offers the fact that it can run at 44.1 kilohertz in the computer, because it was always fixed to 96K. And if you have the new sampler from Roland, you can use this as a sequencer for the sampler, which is interesting because if you would take the output of the sampler into the external in, it becomes a 2-in-1 package. You got the beatbox, the sampler, and the two of them are controlled and sent into the same box. So pretty interesting. Well, that's it. I hope you like this. Now, if you like what I'm doing, thumbs up in the bottom of the screen. If you want to follow the other video I also have my Facebook account, and I also have my online website. So follow me wherever you want. If you got any tips or question for me, pop them in, go ahead, and I'll be more than happy to help you or test new gear for you guys. Cheers. See you next time.